Okay, hi Year 8. So today we are going to consolidate our learning on the mean, median, mode and the range. So we're going to consolidate our knowledge of averages. We're going to start by working through an example with me, and then I'm going to do one part of a code breaker that is going to form the second part of your task today. So let's start. First of all, let's have a look. I've got my heading, I've got my date, I've got my margin, I've got all my equipment. So I'm in the right mindset to get going with my maths lesson. So first of all, we are going to start on working out the mean, because the question says, find the mean, median, mode, and range of the following data. And here are our list of numbers. So first of all, the mean. How do we work out the mean? Let's remind ourselves. So the first thing, to work out this average, we need to add all the numbers. Okay, so that's the first thing we are going to do. The second thing we are going to do is we're going to divide that by the total amount of numbers we've got. Okay, so that is the second thing we're going to do, and that's going to give us our mean. So we will have 23 add 29 add 20 add 32 add 23 add 21 add 33 add 25, and we are going to divide that. So this is my fraction line. Remember, fraction line just means divide. So I'm going to divide that by the amount that I've got. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Divide that by 8. Okay. You can try column addition to add these up, or you can use your calculator. So let's have a look. So I'm going to have 23 add 29 add. I'm going to put my hand there just to make sure that I do not count 1 twice. 20 add 32 add 23 add 21 add 33 add 25 equals 206. I'm going to write that down. 206. I need to divide that by 8. So I am going to do divide by 8 equals, and it says 103 divided by 4. So all it's done is simplified that fraction that we wrote over there. So the way to go about this is you need to press this button, the SD button. Okay, that is going to convert it to a decimal. Press, and there it is. We've got our decimal. So the mean of this data is 25.75. So that's our mean. Next, the next says we must work out the median. Okay, just do it from color pen. So we've got the median, median. Just to remind you, the median is the middle value. Okay, so that's the middle value. Middle value. Okay, and there are two things we do to find the middle value. The first is rearrange the numbers in order. And the second thing is find the middle value. Find the middle number. Okay, so let's do that. It's really easy to get yourself confused and mixed up. So what I would do, and that is what I do, is I cross out the numbers as I rearrange them. So I have a look at my smallest one. Well, my smallest one here is 20. So I'm going to write 20, but I'm going to also cross that out. So I've used that 20. Do I have 21? I've got 21. Cross it out. Do I have 22? No, 22. Do I have 23? I've got 23. Cross it out. Oh, there's another 23. cross that out. Do I have 24? No. Do I have 25? Yes. 25, cross it out. 26, no. 27, no. 28, no. 29, that's the next one. 29, cross, there's no 30 or 31, but there's 32, cross it out, and 33. So now I've got my numbers in a lovely order, and it's going to be much easier to find the middle value. The way to go about finding your middle value is cross out first the smallest one, then cross out the biggest one. Smallest, biggest, smallest, biggest, and then I'll land up, if I did the smallest and biggest, I'd land up with no numbers there. That means that our median is in fact going to be in between those two numbers. So there's two ways of doing that. If you can simply see, oh look, the number that would be exactly halfway between 23 and 25 would be 24, you can do it that way. Or you take the average of those two numbers. So you would say 23 add 25 divided by 2, and that is going to give me 24. Okay, so our median is 24. Excellent. Moving on. The next thing they want us to do is find the mode. Now, the mode is once you have worked out your median and it's nice and in order, it's actually quite easy to see which numbers there's more than one of or more than two. You can compare that much easier. So our mode, which we can remember by saying most, number that occurs the most, the mode, is going to be 23, okay, because there's two 23s and all other numbers only occur once. So that's 23. What about the range? Now, the range, we've done, you did yesterday. So range, okay, so the range. The way to work out the range is you take the biggest value and you take away from it the smallest value. And that is going to equal your range. If you haven't got these notes in your books from previous lessons, make sure that you pause the video and do that. Okay, so what is our biggest value? Our biggest value, now it's in order, we can see that. So I'm going to have 33, which is my biggest value, and I'm going to take away my smallest value, which is 20. So I'm going to land up with 13. So my range equals 13. Brilliant. Now, I'm going to show you how to go about doing your code breaker. So this is the code breaker that you will find attached in class charts. You don't have to print it. You can just project it, on your screen and work in your book, because you can't just do this on your sheet. There isn't enough space. It won't be tidy. So you could turn to a clean page. And so let's do the first one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the first question, okay, into my book so that I can cross out on it. And I'm pretending that, in fact, I don't actually have the worksheet printed, because not all of you have got printers at home. Not all of you will be printing them. So I've got 21, 19, 26, 14, 23, 7, 13, 16, 21, 20, and 18. So now I have written down my first question, and having a look at this, it says I need to find the mean, the mode, and the median. Okay, so the mean. Remember, we are going to add them all together. So I'm going to have on my calculator, I'm going to go 21, add 19, add 26, add 14, add 23. Put my finger on there, make sure that I'm not doing them more than once. 13, add 16, add 21, add 20, add 18. And I'm going to divide that. Where's my ruler? Because I'm wanting to be neat. And I'm going to divide that by, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, by 11. Okay, I'm going to pop that in my calculator. Okay, and I'm going to work that out. I can tell you now that it's going to be 18, okay, because I've worked this out before I started the video. So I've got my mean, and that is 18. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my median. So median, okay, that means rearranging them. So again, start with your smallest number, which is going to be 7. Cross it out. You know you've used it. 7. The next smallest one would be 13. 13. Cross it out. Have I got 14? I have 14. Have I got 15? No. 16? Yes. 16. 17. Not yet. 18. There's 18. 18. 19. 19 over there. Have I got 20? I have. I got 20. Have I got 21? I've got 21 right next to it. Another 21 and 26. Okay, brilliant. I haven't missed out any. Oh, I have actually, because look, there's 23, and 23 I have forgotten to add in. Okay, but because I've been crossing them out, it's very obvious that I've left one out. So I'm going to add it in here, 23. Now it doesn't look so neat anymore, but all the information that's there is there. So find the middle. So cross out the smallest, the biggest, the smallest, the biggest, the smallest, the bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller, bigger, and that is our median value. This time there's only one. So our mean is 19. Oh, no it isn't, it's 18. That's the mean. The median is 19. The next thing we need to work out is the mode. Well, having a look here, we can see very quickly that the number that is repeated would be 21. So my mode is 21. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to have a look over here and have a look. So for this set of data, the mean is the letter F. So the mean is F. The mode is G. Mode, it'll be G. And 19, which is our median, will be a T. 19 is T. Now that I've got that information, I'm going to go to the bottom of my worksheet. What you can do is just copy those numbers down, pop them in your book, okay, and I'm going to fill that in. So, having a look, number 18 is an F. Let's find 18. Oh, there's 18. I'm going to put F here. Then number 19 will be a T. Put a T there. And the mode is G, so that's 21 is G, 21 is G. Excellent. Now what you're going to do is you're going to work through the rest of the questions, and that is going to reveal the answer to the question, which is, how do you make a hippopotamus stew? Okay, so when you're done with that, upload your answers to ClassCharts and let me see some of your work. I would also like you to reflect on your learning. So this week, what do you think you did that was the most useful part of learning to be a self-regulated learner? So was it the planning? Is it much easier for you now to get all your things together at the start of a lesson? Are you in a better mindset to start your work? Or is taking the notes or watching the videos the most useful thing? Thanks, guys. Miss you.